and start recording, and I will share my screen with you. So when we first go in, we're always going to go into mycbdesk.com. And for this purpose, the first thing that we're going to go in is actually Market Quest V2. So you'll see here it says accurate and comprehensive MLS market share reporting. So there are some different things in this particular tool. You'll see it'll pop up. It's got a nice photo. Excuse me. I have it set up for my bright MLS here. I can change the marketing image in the background if I want to. First, number one, claims. Second is market position. Third are market trends. And then my new favorite, number 4, are the market snapshot. So I'm going to go into that one first because I find that this is a very quick way to be able to share information on social media. You are able to go into Brandserv. We'll do that in a moment. Get some Prospect Square statistics, throw them into a tactic, get them out on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, all the places, LinkedIn. But this is kind of a one-stop shop. You're low on time. You want to be more efficient. We can just go ahead and click on the market snapshot. It's going to bring us in. And we really have control now over what we're sharing. The first thing that I like to do is go to the report filters on the side. Maybe I want to include condominiums. Depending on the area that I'm in, maybe I want to include land lots and farms and mobile homes. Maybe I want to include commercial, or maybe I don't. The time period, I have it set for July. Obviously, we don't have August yet. We're still in August. I can do a price range if I'd like. But I just want kind of everything. And then up here, I'm going to update my location. So for this, I'm just going to type in Baltimore, purposely to show you that we do have Baltimore County, and it does say Baltimore City County. It is the city. I'm not sure why it just labels everything as a county, but it is Baltimore City only. So here I would just click on Baltimore County, and I'm going to update my results. So nothing will happen unless I hit this blue bar. Excuse me. Once I hit that blue bar, you're going to see my market snapshot pop up, and it's going to give me all the statistical data. So yours will say realty. I'm not sure. Mine just says Coldwell Banker because I'm an employee. But here I can see the number of properties that were sold for the month of July in Baltimore County. I can see the average days on the market has gone down. Properties sold has gone up. Average sales price has gone up. And you can see the other statistical data here. When I want to share this, it's very simple. I'm just going to go to share snapshot. I can email this to myself, to a client, to someone I know, and I can download this. If it's something that I want to send out in a postcard to my farming area, I can download the postcard. I can go into InTouch, upload that, send that out to my farming area. You can have a wide version, a tall version, and a square version. I'm just going to go with square because it's what we post on Instagram. It also works very well on Facebook, although the tall and the wide options work as well. Mine pulls everything up in Paint. So here I can see this snapshot, and then I just want to save it to my computer where I'm going to know where to find it. I already have some saved on my computer. So then we're going to jump into Facebook, and we're going to open up our business page. And I do apologize. Facebook is a little bit slow today. So here I'm going to go into my business page, and I'm able to post it, say something about it. I'm going to go ahead and create a post. Find the photo wherever it's living on my computer. Excuse me. So I do have Market Quest here. I have July here. So here's my Baltimore County. And then I would just say something and be able to post it. And that's going to give everyone a snapshot of what is going on in the market in that particular area. Now, I did a county. You will have an email later this afternoon after this class, where if you go to your office page, I'm just going to choose Hartford County because it's the first one that I saw. You'll be able to go to that page and you'll see we do have videos that went out. I did videos in Canva. I can show you how to do those as well. What's the status of real estate where you live? Coldwell Banker Realty has real-time data and updates. Check out the latest numbers. Contact an agent in our office today if you're thinking of buying or selling soon. As an agent, I would just say call me, and then your phone number, and probably your office number, although it is on your page. And then I have a bunch of hashtags on here, but you'll see it's just going to go through, and you can post one at a time. You could do little videos in Canva. It doesn't have any music or anything special. But the other thing that you're able to do with this in Market Quest. So let's say I don't want Baltimore County. Let's say I want Joppa. You guys know I'm always going to go back to Joppa. I can update the results, and I can get the snapshot for a particular area. Doesn't have to just be a county. It can be a specific zip code, a specific area. You can see properties are not selling as frequently in my area. Days on the market has gone up. Sales price has gone up ridiculously in my area. I'm just going to say that right now. 4-bedroom rancher just got listed for $333,000, and generally they go for about $260,000. So yeah, it's ridiculous. You can see the price ratio. So again, if I want to update this, if I want to take out the farmland, maybe take out the mobile, I can update those results and see how that's going to change. So you'll see it change the numbers a little bit. So it's really up to you what you want to share. And if I want to update the location, I'm just going to go ahead and type that in and select that city or a subdivision perhaps, and update my results. And that's going to update my snapshot. It would be the same process, just going in, downloading. Maybe I want the tall version for what I'm sharing. And then here you'll see the tall version. Maybe I have a story going out. And again, yours will say realty. And you can upload those to Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, any way that you would normally upload. So it's a really good way to not spend a lot of time looking the data up. It's just going to give us the data. The other nice thing that they do have here, so we'll go back to our dashboard. Excuse me. You'll see now I've lowered my screen back down to 100%, so I'm seeing all 4 of them. Number 1, claims. So in some areas, we are the number 1 brokerage. We're not always going to be the number 1 brokerage in all areas. We can look via transaction type, the total, the list side, the buying side, the sales type, time period, group buy. Or I can just go in and update the location, kind of look for, maybe I'm looking for a specific city. I can update my results, and I can see here that Towson is number 1 in total units by 5 units. Also year to date. So for last quarter, year to date for list side units, excuse me, list side volume. We also have all this data here. I can click on this, and there's ways to be able to share this information. Again, just share that report. You can preview it, go to social media, do a PDF if you want to put this, maybe you want to put this in your Moxie presentation. I can email it to someone. And down here, I can get my social media assets. If I want to share it with the graph as I see it here, I would download the social add image there, and I would go ahead and hit, I'm just going to hit squares. It's just my go-to, just personal preference. And then I would be able to share this to my social media. Personally, for me, I prefer, just personal preference again, I like the one that just says that we're number 1. And then I can give a little more context when I post it. I can let people know we are number 1 in units, and list side volume and this and this and this and this. It makes it look very impressive. That's why I work for Coldwell Banker Realty. When you work with me, you work with the best in the business. Who do you know that wants to buy or sell their home? So again, just a way of boasting who we are and why we do this, and how great that we are. And you're not going to find all areas. So if I go down to the location filters and I open that up, you're going to see I can search by county. You'll see a lot of grayed out areas here. So I would just have to scroll through until I find the particular county that I'm looking for. If I'm looking for lots of different places, I mean, you'll see a lot of them are grayed out. We might not have a lot of offices there, a lot of agents working there. We might just not be selling the most in those areas. I can also go through cities. So here we have Aberdeen. I can update my results, and I can share that information. And we also have zip code. So if you know what zip code you're looking for, but you can also update your location here and say, I want to look for Aberdeen. And then you don't have to scroll through. And then maybe I want to look for Middle River. And we'll see there were no claims found there. So that's where, I have it set to everything. So I have it set to, any claims at all. And I don't really need to reset my filters because I don't have any filters. So there were no claims found for this particular zip code. That doesn't mean that we are not selling big in some other zip code. And these are always going to change. They're going to fluctuate with the market as well. So those are our number one claims. If you guys remember, I believe it was last week, it was on a Wednesday at 3:00, and we had a social media takeover, and we pushed out a lot of the number one claims. Personally, for me, sorry about my phone ringing in the background. Personally, for me, when I went on Facebook, literally the first 7 posts I saw were Coldwell Banker. It amazed me. I was like, wow, Coldwell Banker, Coldwell Banker, Coldwell Banker. Look at this. You guys are number one, number one, number one. And they were posted by different agents. They were posted from different offices. So it covered a lot of different ground. And also we had our national number one claim because we are number one in the nation as well. We also have the market position. So, and it'll tell you right here in the blurb what these are. So find relevant number one claims using filters for geography, a time period, more. And again, sharing to social media via email, other platforms. You may want to save it and post it on your website. You can do that as well. Market position report, that's going to display all the market share that's captured by the 5 major brokerages in any selected location. Market trends are the statistics over the last 3 years. The sales, the average sales price, and then we know the market snapshot. Those are those 5 statistics compared with the previous 3 months average. Excuse me. So if we want to create a report for market position, we can go in and look. And again, we can change this information if we want to include mobile homes or farmland, depending on where it is that you work. Do I want to look at last year, year to date, last quarter? Do I want all the totals? I'm just going to keep all the totals. Do I want units? Do I want volume? And I can update my results. And it'll take it a minute. My computer's a little slow today. And it'll grab that information and it'll allow me to export that information. So you can see here by total volume, it's a little bit different. It'll go through and it'll kind of show you the information. And you can get that information. Again, you just click on it. It's always going to start with the filters already kind of filled out last year, this year. Due to financial reporting timelines, year to date. Okay, so it doesn't include the current quarter. So that explains a lot. I can click the learn more, and it's going to take me to V2 Facts. I really do like this. This is in Desk in the Help Center. So it's going to tell you a little bit more. Later when you're tooling around with it, and you might have a question. You may find the answer here. So again, this is the reporting platform. It takes all that big data and it just puts it into an easy to share report that you can share on social media. So we know it's available in all of our markets, and it's going to go through again, tell you what all of those are, how are they calculated and generated. So it's taken directly from Bright MLS. Because if you're like me, I see everything like an agent. If I'm going to share something, I need to know where is this data coming from. If someone were to come, a potential client or someone that I know comes up to me and says, where are you getting your data? I'm able to say it's coming from my local MLS. It's pulling all the properties, all the prices, no matter what they are. Again, depending on what I've created, there's a timeline there. All the brands, all the brokerages, all the offices are included. And then again, I can select the information that I want to present, my own parameters. So again, you can look kind of through and see different, if no results are visible, you won't find anything. And again, we're not going to have number one all the time, no brokerages, honestly. So you can kind of look through those as well. Great resource for those. And then we have our market trends. So here I'm going to go ahead and put in Middle River. I must have Middle River on my mind. And update the results. And then you're going to see this data here. So I'll make that a little bit larger so we can see it. And then that's going to give me the overall real estate activity from January until July. It'll give me the comparisons between this month and last month, the last 3 months, and then last year. So it's giving me all of this data. So this data right here, there's no real way to share this on social media because it looks crazy. I don't know any of my clients are going to look at this and be like, ooh, look at this chart of real estate stuff. Nope, like keep scrolling. But there is a way to take this data and present it online. And there's actually 2 ways that you can get this data to do that. So if we go back to Desk and we go into Brandserv, Brandserv is going to allow us to take this data and put it into a really nicely wrapped package that we can post on social media. So up here, I'm just going to go ahead and search market update, only because I know what it's called. And I like to be efficient. I don't want to hunt around for it. I'm just going to type it in and I'm going to view all of my results. Now I have 3 options. If I would like to add a photo, I may, but it does need to be a photo that I own. A photo that I own, a free stock image. I can't just go to Google and grab something because I like it. I could get a copyright infringement. It has happened to several agents I worked with. Never a fun time. We have the white background and then the Coldwell Banker blue background. I'm going to go ahead and select the photo image option, only because these 2 are going to be exactly the same process, just without the photo. So it's going to look exactly the same when you open it up in the system. So here I'm going to go ahead and open that up and I'm going to customize it so that I can input the data myself. So this market quest was for Middle River. And I could see where the data is. If I want to give year to date, I can do that. If I just want to give July, I can do that. You have complete control over your marketing and what you want to share. So for this sake, I'm just going to go ahead and go with July. The numbers look good to me. I'm going to share it. Maybe next month I'll share, for August. So I'm going to go ahead and do a market update. So I'm going to say here, for just for my purposes, this is, and you can do this for the counties. You can do this for anything that you want. And then add image. So I'm going to pretend like I have an image of Middle River somewhere in here, something that looks like Middle River. We're going to go, I know it doesn't really, we're going to go with the sunflowers just for the sake of it. So you definitely want to have a photo that looks like that area or is that area. That's why I always say if you have listing concierge, you have your professional photographer going out, you get 36 photos. Don't be afraid to ask your photographer, hey, maybe I only need 30 photos of this small house that I've just listed. Can we go into the neighborhood and take a few other photos? It could be a tree-lined street. It could be the local Martin's Airport. Maybe there's a landmark there. I had one agent that had a property listed in Towson and got a beautiful photo of Towson Town Center. So that's something that she's able to use now in all of her marketing for Towson. So again, if Middle River or whatever area it is something that you frequent, you would be able to do that. So region name here, this is going to actually be displayed on the tactic right here. And then my month and date range is going to be July 2021. And you'll see where that's going to pop up. And I'm just going to put all residential types. It's all residential types. It's not going to leave anything out. And then this is where you're also able to select. You have to have at least 3. That is the minimum required. You'll see noted by the asterisk next to it. But you can have up to 5. I usually like to present these in the order that they are here. It doesn't matter. It's really just personal preference at this point. And I'm going to go ahead and give all of the data. Now all I have to do is go back to my Market Quest, look for that median sales price. So here's the median sales price. That's $310. I'm going to go ahead and copy that. I'm just going to paste it here. Average days on market. I'm going to look down my list. Average days on market is 17. And I'm going to copy that. And I'm going to paste it here. Properties for sale. Number of properties for sale is 21. Properties that have sold. Excuse me. So let's see. Average list price. We're going to go down. Number of properties sold, 18. And then average days on the market is 17. Oh, did I do that wrong? I did that wrong. See, I always get myself confused. Properties for sale is 21. Oh, yeah, I did that right. And then DBA, that's doing business as. We do need to make sure that that matches what is on our license. So we can't ever be just Coldwell Banker. We do have to be Coldwell Banker Realty. So it has to say CB. I put CBR in for short, and then I'm going to just choose that from the drop-down menu. Now, one thing that you will see here is it does break down a lot of that data as well. It's going to kind of give you charts and graphs and all of the information. But it doesn't really give you a disclaimer. So that is where it boils down to. And I do have the disclaimer saved on my computer somewhere. But a great resource for your disclaimer would be to find it at the bottom of your Prospect Square report and then just save it on your computer. So I'm just going to grab one of my Prospect Square reports off of my website. And there's a disclaimer down here at the bottom. And we just need the first 2 sentences. So the property information herein is derived from various sources that may include, but not be limited to, county records and the multiple list service. And it may include approximations. Although the information is believed to be accurate, it's not warranted. You should not rely upon it without personal verification. This just lets them know because this information changes every day. We've had clients that have come back and be like, hey, where'd you get this information? Okay, well, it's coming from county records in the MLS. So we're able to paste that right in there to Brandserv. We have our little disclaimer there. Yes, I agree to the image right terms. Read through them. Just basically letting them know that I didn't steal this image from Google. I do have permission and the right to use it because I either own it or it's a free stock image from somewhere. Just again, make sure those are free. I'm going to generate my proof. So now I'm able to go in. Okay, so it's going to be generated. Wait a few minutes. Thank you for your patience. And I can go in and you can see I have some other things in here, but I have my market update. I have Middle River. This is the reason I give everything a customized name. If I were to go back into my orders, into my download history, and look for something, maybe I saved it on my computer and now I can't find it. I don't have to recreate it. I can go into my download history. But if I don't give it a customized name, I'm not going to know how to find it. So you'll see here, I did a Harford County report. Here's a different one. They all have different names. This one and this one have the same name because they are the same thing. But here I'm going to go ahead and view my proof. Now I don't want to save my proof. It's going to be a little blurry. It's going to be in pink, that nice magenta color. That's just to let you know this is not the final copy. So here I have Middle River, Maryland, market update for July of 2021 for all residential types. I can go through and give them the information. I have my disclaimer. I should be good to go. I can take this particular tactic and add it to my cart. Now, although I'm adding it to a cart and I'm checking out, there's no additional charge. They just like to, in the background, I believe they just like to see what we're actually going in and grabbing so they can take out all the junk that we don't use and give us more of the good stuff. Then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to place my order. Once I've placed my order, I have some different options because I'm in Brandserv. The order options I don't really use. If I need to reorder the item, maybe I want to go in and I want to put in a different area, or if I just want to view details. And then we have distribute file. And you'll see when you hover over that, I can get the file now. I can save it to my computer. I can go to Facebook, Instagram, all the places, and I can upload it. And you might be saying, well, wait a minute, if you're on your computer, you can't upload it to Instagram. My cheat for that is to download it to my computer, and I can either email it to myself and open it on my email, save it to my phone. I can get it to Instagram that way. I can send it via Facebook Messenger. I can open it up on Messenger on my phone, save it to my phone, get it that way. So there are ways to get it to your phone. Or if you're doing this on your phone, I prefer the desktop. Or I could publish to social media. So when you first hit the publish to social media, it will make you connect to Facebook and it will make you connect to your business page. So that is a little confusing when you come back in later on, and I'll show you why. I'm going to publish to social. They will have more coming soon. But I'm going to go ahead and click on Facebook. Now, you will need to know your password. Sorry about that, because I know a lot of people are like, I don't know my password. I'm going to continue. Now, here it gets a little confusing because it's always going to show me. It's not showing my business page. That is a Facebook setting. So that doesn't have to do with Brandserv. That's a Facebook setting to say, you own this account. You are the one posting. I'm going to go ahead and select myself. I can add my verbiage in here. Let people know what it is that I'm posting. I can post it now and I can preview it. And again, I promise it will pop up on my business page. And I can publish that now if I want. If I don't want to publish it now, I could publish to social, choose Facebook, go in, and schedule to future a future post time. I like to do off times. I don't want to look like a robot is posting on my Facebook if someone goes back and looks at the time later. This is a nice function. If you're someone that frequently schedules things on Facebook, this will not come up in your publishing tools. While it will sit there and wait until 2:37 today to post, I'm not going to be able to see that anywhere. So another option, if you want to schedule, is to save it to your computer. You can go to Facebook and you can schedule that to come out. So that would just look like you're going to go to Facebook. You're going to log into your business page and find your business page. and there's the publishing tools up here on the left-hand side. If you haven't updated yet, it may be down here in the mix. Your publishing tools is going to take you into the back end of your account where you're able to hit schedule. I can see anything that I have scheduled to come out. I have some Brandserv stuff in here coming out. Don't forget, on the 27th, we turn 115 years old. But I can go in and I can create the post. I can determine here when I would like that to come out. I can write whatever it is that I need to write. And I can add the photo from wherever it is on my computer. So let's say for this purpose, we did a market update. So I'm just going to go ahead and grab a market update that I've already done. That's the snapshot. Let's just choose this one for the sake of it. And I can go ahead and schedule that post. So you'll see other people who help manage this. They're going to be able to see it too. That's okay. I can also see what that's going to look like on Instagram. I do not have an Instagram connected. If you do, that is the power in using this tool right here. So I can connect my Instagram. I can push that out if I want. I can also preview all. So the desktop news feed, the mobile news feed, what is that going to look like? I can change the time, publish now, save as draft. Excuse me. But you have options in here of how to share this particular material. So I really do like the fact that they give us that information. And then the other way that you can get the information for this particular tactic. Now I just clicked on it to jump right back in there. You can go into Prospect Square and you can get the information right out of Prospect Square. So I do have Prospect Square on my website for that reason. I can jump in whenever I need to. These are live links. They will update for me on the 5th of every month. Market Quest updates before. So you'll see we already have July in here. When I go to my Baltimore County area report, it's still showing June. So that is a benefit of using the Market Quest, the Market Trends Report, is it's going to update as soon as the month hits. Prospect Square does take until the 5th of the month to update in the system. And then depending on which one I want, these are only county. So I could go into Prospect Square and I could find a different report. So that's actually a lot easier than you would think. Once we go into Prospect Square, a lot of these are already created for us. It's just about finding where they are. So I'm going to log into Prospect Square. I'm going to click on my reports over here on the left-hand menu bar, and I'm going to create an area report. The quarterly and the area reports do have a preview and share option. So although I do have some created to already run, I can jump right into preview and share. I can find any county and any zip code, and they also break them down into condos and single family homes. Let's say I don't feel like scrolling through 25 pages to find what I'm looking for. I'm going to hit the find button. I'm going to go through. These are all mid-Atlantic. I apologize. I know it looks like Massachusetts. And I'm going to find the particular county that I'm looking for. And I landed on Harford County. So we'll go with Harford County. I'm going to go ahead and do a search. And now you'll see, 21001, 21009, 21013. They do lump 21014 and 21015 together. But you'll see they do have them in alphabetical order. So you're able to scroll through and find the one that you are looking for. I'm going to go ahead and go with Joppa. I know you guys knew I was going to do that. And I can go ahead and hit the preview button. I can check out that information. If I wanted to use information from here to fill that in, I could use this information to fill that tactic in as well. I just want to make sure that I'm using June for this year. Or maybe I do want to do a year to date. Maybe I want to do a year to date and I want to, share a few things and then give them what the price, what the changes are. I'm able to do so. The other thing that I'm able to do is able to take this link and copy it. I can share that to social media. I can hit this little share button here. I can Facebook share, I can tweet it, LinkedIn, all the different things that I can do with it. But here I've gone ahead and I've copied it. So maybe I would like to go to Facebook and just share the report itself. I'm able to do that as well. So if I go to my page, I find my marketing page or my Coldwell Banker page, I'm going to go ahead and create a post. I'm going to paste that in there. It's going to pop up with whatever my photo is on my Prospect Square report. And then that's where I'm able to give a little more information. What is the real estate market, doing in your area, or how has the market changed in Joppa in the past year? Discover the details below. And something that I always love to put, if you would like to receive this report or a report for your area we'll say automatically. That's a great word. That's a great keyword. Automatically in your inbox each month, please contact me and let me know. Because then they have to give you their info and then you can market to them and hopefully they will turn into a customer, a client, and then a paycheck as well. And then when I post that to my website, what that's going to do is it's going to have a real pretty picture. It's got a link, Harford County Joppa Area Report, June 2021. How has the market changed in Joppa in the past year? They can click on that. That's going to send them to this information. So just a great way of taking this information. I'll delete it because I just posted something about an hour ago. Not really sure. It was probably scheduled to come out. But just a lot of different ways that you can take this market data and share it with your sphere. I do have an agent now that goes into InTouch. She does open up a blank email. You can go into marketing. You can go into your marketing center. You can find, if you don't want to send out the entire Prospect Square report, video and email marketing, and we do have a blank one here. You can go into the blank, personalize it, and that is where you would be able to upload your own image. I'm going to upload the image. I'm going to find that particular report. Make a folder for that because I'm a folder person. And that's where I could put that into an email. Edit this as I see fit. Make sure my phone numbers are labeled. Save that blank template. I probably want to say market update for Harford County, whatever it is I want to say. And now I can compose that email. Here, I want to make sure I give it a subject. Probably a better subject than that, I would hope. I can include those showcase properties. And I do have to add contacts that are in my system. If I want to send it to an Angie, it's going to give me all the Angies that have viable emails. These are all me, just almost. Or I can hit the to field and I can add contacts that way or remove them. I can save my changes. I can save it as a draft. I can schedule this to come out tomorrow or later on, or I can just send it. So my email's been sent and it's going to send me back to the original. So that's something that you're able to do. And in the text here, I probably would say, if you like the data you find here, please let me know. I can set you up to receive automatically every month, you know, my area update, my area report for this area, or maybe they want another area. You're able to do, again, any area that you want. The area reports are going to be county or zip code. Quarterly reports are always going to be county based. And then the market reports, we don't have a preview and share. Those are, you have to go in and search the map and kind of put in your criteria. So we're not able to share them that way. But that area report, again, that preview and share is a gold mine. And again, if you use this particular link, if you were to email it to someone, they're able to get it. You could always copy that into an email. You're able to send that as a hyperlink if you would like. You would just open up your email, open up a new email, you know, here is the latest market update, or here is the latest area report and market update for Harford County. You could say, please click here to view. And then that's where you're able to highlight it, link it, paste that live link in there and hit OK. And then they're able to go in and I can't do it now because I'm in the edit field, but they're able to update that and open that in their email and get that information from you. You will see when you open up your report as well, because it's a preview and share, there is a share button in the middle. So if you want to share to social media, everything basically is in here except for Instagram, because that's photos. So that's why we have the Brandserv tile. That's why we have the market snapshot. That's why we have all those social media tiles that are so easy to make. I can send it to my client in Messenger. I can post it on LinkedIn. I can put it on Reddit if I'm there. I don't know why you would. There's Pinterest is in here, lots of different, or maybe it's not, but a lot of different things are in here. Twitter, all the things, you know, that you can post on. And of course, there is a Facebook button. So maybe I just want to open up my report. If you have these reports on your website, they're so easy to get into, but you do want to make sure, that you go in and share on the page that you manage. And again, this is where you can just say something and then post it to Facebook. And again, you have another Facebook report or a post for Facebook. One thing I would highly suggest as you do social media is to have a consistent schedule. I have a dollar store calendar that I use. And when something is going to be posted, I have certain days of the month that certain things will come out. It could be, you know, on the second Monday of every month, I'm going to post a Bel Air report. Maybe on the 10th of every month, I'm going to post one for Harford County. Or maybe every Monday, I'm going to have a Harford County. Next month, it's going to be Baltimore, or next week, it's going to be Baltimore County. The following week, it's going to be Cecil County or Carroll County or any other counties that I work in, where I'm just always updating people and sharing good and very valuable information, easily accessible, easy for them to view. And really, when it comes down to it, Market Quest, it's that easy snapshot. I can just grab that. I can go, again, yours will say Realty here, but I can just share that snapshot, download it, get that square, send it out, and just be done with it. I don't have to look at my Prospect Square report or any other report in Market Quest. I can just go right here and it's going to give me that data. So that's really all I have for you right now. Any questions?
Thanks, Angie.
Sure. Have some fun with it. The more I use it, the more I like it.
Yeah, I love
It's
those
just fun.
area reports, and now I remember that's what I did once, but good to know that it's updated the 5th of every month. So maybe I'll put on my calendar for the 6th of every month to go in and make sure it's updated on my social media.
Yeah, and remember that's the Prospect Square report. If you're looking to post some of this market data, you can get that market snapshot even sooner. They do, and I guess it's just the way that it feeds from the MLS. But you can get that data if you wanted to do the market snapshot. And then I have some agents that do both, because that's the thing too. Some people on my page might look at the market snapshot but pass right by the report. Other people are going to click on the report and pass right by the snapshot.
Right.
We all look at data differently.
I'll have to mix it up.
But it gives you good options of having something to post, which is good.
Yeah, it looks very nice too.
Yeah. And it shows that you're the area expert. Even if I'm not really the area expert now, I can be. All righty. Well, let me go ahead and stop the recording.